Hello everyone. So today I will be working on the DBX box, and it's model 224. This one is in perfect shape visually, almost no scratches after 40 years. From every side looks like brand new. And what's up? So I gifted my previous box to my very good friend and he is happy about it. So I decided to get another one just to have fun from time to time. I tuned the ports on the back side. I checked the frequency sweep. It works perfectly well to 40 kilohertz, no problem at all. Are a little bit drop below 50 gears. And like on 10 gears, it's lower. It's like -5, -10 decibel. And like when I was measuring, I shorted input to output for the deck, and was measuring just processing circuitry. It looks fine, but then like I did recording of one tape, and mentioned that something gets wrong, and then I seen like in the pause on the deck, this level goes up to -30 decibel, and I measure it from the output to the deck, and I've seen there is some kind of white noise coming through. That's what I will be opening right now and see if I can fix it. So I will be probably replacing capacitors, looking into ports, into contacts, connectors. So let's open. I believe it should be even simple than the previous one, because previous one has additional board for the indicators, and this should be simpler. Let me open it and I meet you there. Okay everyone, and box pretty close. The board is different because circuitry is simpler and the switch buttons are in the middle. However, what I mentioned is the culture of manufacturing. So as you may see, all capacitors look like after the storm comes through and put them to the side. Oh, wow. So I know that I have small capacitors and I will replace them, but I need to check if I have the big case. Alright, let's see. Also, when I was measuring, I see that input to output, it measures even. But when I measure here, so it's disbalanced a little bit between left-right channel. So that's the ports which we need to adjust for the levels. All right. Continue disassembly. See you soon. All right, and here is the board removed. So comparing to the other DBX 224X, I had to remove back panel. This back panel is monolith with a chassis, so I had to remove the front panel here, and it contains LEDs, and they just sit like that. All right, so next step, let me replace capacitors, and I meet you there, and we will measure. All right everyone, and as you may see, we are now installed the shiny gold Nichicon Fine Gold capacitors. So next step would be to do a loop test and see how everything performs. So that's where I just connected in a loop my Focusrite interface to make sure that we see same value on the input and output. All right, so we calibrate it, and it's 400 gears, and everything goes pretty smoothly. Okay, now I'm connecting output from the Focusrite to the input of the DBX box right here, and output from the DBX box, these two cables connecting back to Focusrite, and box in the pass-through mode, middle button, Click it and we have same signal. And that's good. Now turn on DBX. We have nothing. Turn on power. And we have levels like almost the same. So it's pass-through levels. It's one channel a little bit higher now. And it's level for the all systems. So we have full loop. Entering signal here, gets to the output here, go in loop, return back, and go back into decode part to measurements. Alright, now next step what I will be doing, I will disconnect this from here and connect to the output levels here to make sure that there is no noise. Alright, and we have the same levels on the output. We need exactly the same levels to make system work properly. Now, so probably I am using the wrong output. And it connect right here. Yes, we got signal. And as you may see, signal is off. And there is the two channels, and I believe these two ports should adjust. So there is no schematic, but while I don't remember exactly, or is this ports. Let me see. We will not do big shift. No, it's not this one. Alright, so that port was affecting, right? But we also have level ports here. Let me see and add more on the output so we will have the same signal. So tape rec, tape play. Alright, let me add a little bit more on rec, and then we will balance left right. Come on. Let me use different screwdriver. Just too small. Maybe this will work. Alright. Here. Done. And now let's calibrate the balance. Alright, it's pretty close now, and I will add one level a little bit more. Just a little bit overshoot. Here. Done. So now on the output we have exactly same level, and going through the frequency, so I don't see it. It's even. Let me see what we have on the white noise. Yeah, that's what it will be sending to the deck. That's how it will look like. Alright, so it will increase range from 1 kilohertz to 20 kilohertz, even 26 kilohertz. We'll increase this range for 10 decibel, compress everything and send it to the deck for recording. Alright, so that's 10 decibel, interesting. Now this will return back. Alright, so let me see if I will turn off the signal. Now, will we have anything? Or you see, now it's clean. Or we have some noise on oscilloscope. But on the spectrum everything is very low, like minus 70 decibel or lower. and it was minus 30. So DEC was showing me minus 30 levels when there is no signal. All right. So this capacitors replacement did the job. Let's see how it will pass through square. That's bypass mode. You see, it decreases evenly every harmonic, and this is DBX mode, so it will rise harmonics. All right. Again, let's do pink noise. It shows the same. -10 and 0. Yeah, on all cases we see we have our jump from 400 Hz, like from 100 Hz technically. We have 15 decibel increase on the high frequencies here. Wow. Let's measure more precisely. Yeah, so let's do sweep. Let's measure. Interesting. So it do compress the signal plus increase high frequencies by 15 decibel. Really? That's what's on the output of the DBX box. That's what would be sent to your DEC recorder. And that's what I've heard. I heard a huge bump here on 20 Hz. So in the pass-through mode. Alright. That works different. That's what I just observed when I was scrolling through the frequencies on the basic view, if you've seen. So 10 kilohertz lower, 20 kilohertz higher. Alright. That's what I observed right here. So see, have 20 Hz higher plus 3 decibel, 40 Hz, 63, 100, 160 even, 250, 400, 630, and then it drops, and then it goes up. But it's only if we do one single frequency and doing sweep like that. All right. Yeah, it's increase up to 7 decibel on single frequency. When we do white noise with even distribution, you see it shows an opposite picture. All right. Now, let me connect the loop back, and then we'll see what we will have on the output. These ports are available from outside of the box, so that's where you may level everything properly. Now, where is the cable? So this cable imitates tape recorder with ideal characteristics. So let's connect. Let's see. One channel, second channel. Good. Now you may see what we have on the output. So everything more or less linear. So source, oh no, not source, bypass mode, output mode. Now we see that output is higher. All right. This, I believe, the second port. Now we need to adjust the playback level. Yeah, second port, play. So it will be even with the input signal. So let's connect here. You see plus 5 decibel. Come on. Need something different. Maybe use this. It's not pretty convenient to do it with one hand, sorry. Here we go, and that's the output. Now, even. So now all levels from here will have same levels on the output, then it will get back from DAC and here back to the output to the amplifier, and we have the same levels. Good. Everything is tuned. Now let's see. So this one is DBX mode, this one is bypass mode. So the only drop below 30 Hz. And drop is steep, like 30 we have almost the same level, but on 20 we have minus 10 decibel, and on 10 Hz minus 20 decibel. Alright. Would you like to have frequency sweep now? That's what we get with Dolby working on encoding and decoding. So all circuitry works. Very linear, very perfect results now. Everything is balanced. Now it will go balance it to recorder. And go balance it back. See, 19, 20 kilohertz. Here we go. 30 kilohertz, half decibel drop. 35 minus 1 decibel. And on 40 we have minus 2. That's the picture, that's how the DBX system works. Very, very good. Alright, that would be it. Now I will assemble and enjoy this box. Hope you like this video. See you, bye bye. Alright, and finally this nice, very, very beautiful DBX box is restored and ready for another 40 years of service. So that's all capacitors replaced. So there was 4 similar modules. Each has 4 capacitors by 1 microfarad. They are yellow. 1 microfarad. I installed 1 by 50. And 3 capacitors 10 microfarad by 25 volts. I'm installed 10 by 50. Then we had 3 capacitors by 10 microfarad in the power supply. 1 capacitor for 1 microfarad here in the power supply as well. That's why it looks different, it's cheaper than this orange guys. And 4 capacitors, it's 470 by 35 volts, 470 microfarad. I replaced it, I had 1000 microfarad by 35, so I replaced it with 1000, so it's even will work better now. The main point, like, make sure that your capacitors will be installed so they would fit by the height, because if you get too long capacitors there is no room to install them. That's what we eat for tonight. I will create a couple more videos to show how it's everything sound, but it would be pretty similar to the DBX 224X box, which, remember, has those LED indicators. I decided I will go with less fancy but more relaxing, so it will not distract from listening music. Alright, my goal is like to use it with my Akai 9100 AMD 9100 TV, because they will make the best pair, I believe, these two guys. Alright, see you in my next adventures, and bye bye.